Greetings, this is Sloshworks and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. We actually just got a achievement as we loaded into the game, the Kickstarter backer achievement, so there is that. Now, here we go. We're going to go out here. I keep doing that. I got to remember to start using the mouse to do this. So we'll have a look at the map. Now, I do feel that we should probably explore the rest of these places. I do wonder if we can find anything up here. So let's go up this way. Okay, slow mode, fast mode. So S and D is slow mode and fast mode, and then there is normal, I guess. And tab is that. So that's something we can pick up there. This is the path wind through a narrow canyon, back the way you came. Grooves in the road mark the passage of hundreds of caravans. Oh, don't worry, we're not going to. We have picked some of that. Let's keep exploring though. We do want to find everything that we possibly can before we move on. We've explored up there. Don't think we can go down there. Should we go all the way down here? Oh, we probably should. Probably should go down and make sure there's nothing down here, even though we did kind of search around here. Oh, there's a bag here that we hadn't noticed before. We appear to be coming.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting.
Ah, the water skins are there. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look sharply towards the tree line. Out of the tree emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, a spastic wobble in his ordinarily deft stride as he moves toward you with laboured breath.
Are you all right?
Sparfell's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Oh no. We are going to be attacked.
Ambush!
We have been ambushed by two of them, so it's auto-paused, because combat has started. Now, let's go to Slosh now. We don't have any wounds yet. As I said before, in the last one we have Swift Strike, so which requires 1 wound. So the monk's hands become a frenzied blur of attacks, increasing their attack rate for a brief period. And this is just his fist, so I'm actually going to get him to attack that one. As you can see, everything up there is question marks because we haven't killed many of them yet, but that's something that we'll learn. I'm going to try and knock down this guy. Oh, we've got a torch and a battle axe, but that's okay. So we've got slow move. Oh, I can click down here as well. How cool is that? I did not know that. There we go. So we've got it on slow mode. Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited to penetrating an enemy's damage reduction. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Take heed, note the damage type that's being blocked, and switch to a weapon or spell that does a different damage type. So make this bigger. I'm assuming this is going to be the combat log here. So he's gained a wound. That's pretty cool. So let's actually have a look here and start to think. I've engaged it in melee. He's engaged me. I've hit him for stuff. I missed. But you can see down here that I have a wound, which is something that the monks actually do want. So what we're going to do is now we have Swift Strikes. We can do that on him. So Swift Strikes. Yep. And we'll go back to her. She is still heading over there. She hasn't even got there yet. Okay, so he's... Ooh, the music sounds good there. I don't know what she thinks she's doing. Why is she going over there? But he's still punching on with him. He's actually getting down. You can see now that we've learnt about him, his damage reduction is 5, and his armor, it appears to be 40. So we hit him for 6, and she's still running over there. Okay, I think, yep, she knocked him down. So we'll just go to normal attack. And we'll go to Slosh, and he's just going to keep punching on because he's got wounds. So I hit him for 11, and I killed him. I beat him to death. So Slosh can run over there now, and just beat him to death on the ground. So Slosh has actually been the one who's actually had the killing blows for all of these.
Get back to camp.
Come on, we have to get back to camp. Can I loot these guys first?
Right.
Kind of want to go over here just in case there's more stuff too. See, look, there is dire cap, which I guess we're going to be able to use to. I wonder if there's a button to select all of them in one go. Alright. We'll loot this dude as well. We've got 8 copper, which is, I guess, pretty good considering, you know, we had almost no money before. We've already been down here, haven't we? Yeah, we have. We've been down there. Alright. So let's head back to camp. This appears to be the right way. Oh, excellent. You can click on that and it will zoom to them. Okay, combat has started again. We have been ambushed again. Okay. So, luckily, I still... Oh, no, I'm down to 0 wounds. Okay. So, we get him to attack.
What you need?
And she's got 2 of these per encounter. These are 2 per encounter skill, so make sure it's on slow. So we can see if there's any more of them out there. Okay, she's not knocked him down, but we are just kind of just attacking anyway. He's probably going to be dead in a second, so... One of your characters has become fatigued. Okay, fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity. On a character, it builds up over time as characters travel, explore, and especially when they engage in combat. Some scripted interactions will only result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. Okay. Oh, this athletic skill automatically slows the onset of fatigue from any source. So athletics puts that up. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, actually inflicting minor penalties. I guess that's the... Endurance is 48.
What you need?
How can I tell which one is fatigued?
What you need?
Yeah.
Anyway, resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue. Though some consumables can lower a character's fatigue total. Okay, so I'm not quite sure. Character screen. So where can we see our fatigue? Okay, there is a lot of information here. That is fantastic. I'm sorry, I just want to read that again. Sorry, I just saw it. Transcendent suffering. Monks achieve greater understanding of their body's capabilities through enduring the hardships of existence. Their base unarmed damage starts much higher than other characters and increases permanently every 3 levels they gain. So we are going to be able to punch on permanently. Doesn't look like there is any loot. No, there's loot there now.
Sure.
So we'll loot that, take all of that. I'm gonna have a look at this actually. Go to his inventory, because he may, even though he is a monk, it might be possible for him to actually use a bow. Ooh, a cloak of the Obsidian Order. Can we wear it? Okay, so we can wear that. What do we got here? A ring. Gorn's Pledge. Grants Gorn's Pledge. The item grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world of Eora. An aspect of the god Eothas, Gorn represents the harvest of the old age, symbolized here by the many interlocking sickles that form the ring. As Gorn helps protect the dignity of old age, so do his followers pledge to prevent young lives from being harvested before their time. So we can put that on. Don't know what that's actually going to do. There is... Oh, these must be the Kickstarter things. And we got the piglet. This tiny titanic piglet has an otherworldly appearance that seems to be at odds with its endearing behaviour. It follows you dutifully and requires nothing in return save companionship. I can put that in our pets. So we have a cloak on, that's cool. We've got a wolf hide. We have a tiny obsidian worm. So we'll put the pig down. We definitely want to keep that. We've got that armor already. We don't want to wear that. We've already got that. We got lockpicks and stuff. So that's okay. Looks like we're doing okay. Oh, look, we got a little pet. That's cool. I gotta stop using those keys. I gotta stop thinking WASD does stuff. Glanfathan leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travellers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy on the blood-damp earth. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away the horror like a poisonous vapour. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs as they prepare to add you to the sprawling pile beneath them. Jeez. This does not bode well for us, does it? One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognise as Hearden, the last of your caravan left standing. We don't have that one, so we can't do that. The Glanfathan leader, lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. I'm gonna say I am unarmed because I'm a monk. I'm just gonna say I am unarmed. He shoves Hearden towards you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hearden's torso. Hearden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Little did you know I was a monk, and I am armed. Alright, so what we've got Hearden here. What is Hearden? He has blinding strike. So if we blind that guy, and we get her to go over there, we'll just go down and make sure we are on slow. No. And we'll get me. Apparently I have the Gorn's Pledge, restore a moderate amount of endurance to the wearer each time it is used, 2 per rest, so that's pretty cool. We have that, and this is the leader. I'm going to go for him, see what happens here. Alright.
How can I help?
He's still trying to do that, so that's okay, and she is still trying to do that, and he's just punching on. Okay. Okay, so he appears to be blinded.
How can I help?
Which is cool. So let's go for the leader now. Or have I gone crazy? I think I've gone crazy. Let's try and blind that guy. And you can trip that guy. And you can just punch the leader. I don't want you to be using that. I want you to be using your fist. What's going on here? I accidentally changed weapons and that's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, we've done a sneak attack. Oh, we managed to crit him for 19. How good is that? And look at all of this information you get. This game is amazing. I am so happy right now. Right, so he's down. Let's just make everyone attack him. He's so dead. Haha, that's what you get for messing with me. You're pretty close to dying though. He's got bruised ribs. Glanfathan leader. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The winds begin to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin like a jetty beginning to succumb to the surge of a great wave, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Oh, that's right, in the last one we were talking about the wind spirits that kind of make everything go horribly wrong. Oh dear. Caravan Master Odema, seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom slashed across his chest and bow. Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Okay, so we're running inside because the wind thing's coming. Oh wow, how cool does that look? That's pretty cool. Something's going to come out of there, I guess. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. The last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hearden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Hearden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Hearden lashes out against his fatigued assailant but struggles to break his hold. That should be hold, not old. Without a weapon in your hands, you can do little to help him from where you stand. I actually have dexterity of 15, so we're going to grab a rock and hurl it at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hidden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hidden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hidden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You can feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Wow, that's a messed up way to start a game. Just everybody's dead again.
Was that?
Bewick. Had to be.
Yes, a
We're
Bewick.
lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
She eyes the ragged slash across Hidden's belly. Hidden's jaw tightens. He nods. Okay, so we've completed a quest. We have a fair bit of experience there. The new quest is Escape the Ruins. Now, it's a pretty big map here. Addendum added. So let's look down here. We don't have a stronghold yet. We do not own it yet. Just having a quick look around here.
Huh?
I mean, we may as well all... Ooh, we can do something there. A lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble. Okay, so we can't go anywhere there. We may as well head up this way. All of us are a little bit concerned about our safety and our survival.
That should be far enough. But what now?
You barely moved. Hidden's chest rises and falls visibly with each
We
breath.
look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What about everyone else in our caravan? Kalicia's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about this, Kalicia. Kalicia looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking because there's nothing else to be done and because there's other people you care about who still need you. I don't know how I feel about this girl. She seems tough, but broken. For some reason she reminds me of Charlize Theron, and I don't know why. Glenfathans. Those would be the hut dwellers Edema warned you about. Look to be the fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Or Edema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glenfathans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Edema would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or... She glances down the passages beyond. Or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What happened out there? Windstorm. Windstorm? Of a kind they only get in Air Glenfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glenfathan word is Beerwick. To them it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out, but they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? I'm assuming I do. Let's get going. Hidden takes a step forward and his knee buckles, and before anyone can catch him he stumbles to the ground, his cheeks striking the time-worn cobbles. On unsteady legs he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
Okay, so it's I guess it's kind of teaching us how to rest, because this is all still effectively a tutorial. So what is it? You've discovered some camping supplies. You can use these to rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all your character's abilities and health. Easy difficult allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, blah 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 blah.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathans were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
I'm actually going to take the chance and say we need all of the three of us at full strength.
This will be the end of us. No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
Okay, we now have one rank in a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality through the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favoured by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity, but if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favoured by their deity and order, respectively. For the main character only, their dispositions will modify the effects of holy radiance and blah blah blah. Okay, so...
Thank you. Thank you.
Hidden takes your hand. So we are going to rest up here. I think we're going to do.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Okay, so we're going to camp here anyway because... So what have we got here? We've got a hammer and chisel. A simple iron hammer and chisel used for chipping away at hard surfaces, particularly ones that display structural weakness. Okay. We have a mace, that's pretty cool, and some camping supplies. In amongst these supplies are bedrolls, blankets, rations, and other amenities intended to keep hardy explorers from succumbing to the elements. Okay, so we're going to take all that. Now, how do you rest, do you think? So we've explored that one. Let's go look at this one. Or is that the one we just did? Let's do that one instead. A torch and a small shield. So we'll take that. Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to do this because I'm not quite sure how to camp, so we're just going to have a look down here. Here it is. So this is the camp. I should have been able to work that out. We're going to use one set of camping supplies. We're going to camp here. We have 3 out of 4, so we're going to rest. Oh, wow. That is pretty, actually. Although we are in a dungeon, so I don't know why it appears like we're outside under the stars. Kalicia's left the party. Kalicia's left the party? Really? Hidden stretches as he wakes, gingerly probing the gash across his stomach. The flesh has begun to knit together.
By the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
I can't believe she just left. He sits up quickly and looks around the chamber. She really did leave us. She won't get far unless... He crawls to his knees and begins rummaging through the equipment with mounting desperation.
Damn her. She took all our water.
Okay, if we hurry, maybe we can catch her. I can't believe that she just did that. So we're going to go to there, have a look at the map. We've done all that room there, we've done all that, so this is the only way for us to go. Can't see anybody out here. Oh, there's a dude there. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zorip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. It's okay, I won't hurt you. Zorip recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. Raise your arms and stand still. Okay, so it's doing this exact same thing again. What should we do? Okay, it lunges, raising its spear. So what we do, we've decided to attack it. That's okay. We're going to try blinding strike, and we'll punch on. Oh, that's what happened. I changed like that. Okay. So there we go. Make sure it's on slow, and let's see what happens. Okay, we've hit with the blinding strike, so we're pretty okay. That was pretty fine. There was no issue with that whatsoever. So we'll loot that. We got a Zorip tongue, the rounded, dried tongue of a Zorip. Gross. We got a spear. Okay, so we can go this way now. Ah, there's something down here. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another bow and we got some lockpicks, so that's a pretty good thing.
Sure.
Is that Kalicia? Is that Kalisha? It's not. Tattered journal. The small folio is torn in several places, and blood is soaked into several layers of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Engwithan artifact. The fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Silent Lees in the morning, then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Interesting, so we can take all of that. I kind of want to go this way. Okay, so there's some stuff there.
What are those symbols? How can I help?
Okay, so I'm assuming they're traps, right?
Oh, Kalisha.
Oh, Kalisha died in the middle. Oh, wow, okay. We've got the water, and we've got all of her items as well. Now, is there some kind of use item or something like that? Select all his backspace, so that's good to know. Okay, let's talk to him.
This trip could have gone better.
Yeah, this trip could have gone better. Now, I'm not quite sure about this because I know they're traps and I don't really want to go over there. But I'm not quite sure if there's a way to disarm them. Or I just don't know. But they definitely look like traps, don't they? Let's go this way.
That roundish symbol.
Okay.
I'm sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
What I could do here is we do have a torch. So if I put that in my quick items, it has to be a weapon. Okay, we'll put that in our second weapon. That's fine. We can do that. We'll go to this and we can use the torch to light the braziers. Okay, so we can do all of this. I don't think there's anything up there. I don't think there's anything down there. Flames kindle swiftly upwards in the brazier, winding their way upwards. Okay, that appears to be all lit. I think this is going to be a pretty damn good spot to leave this one. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Any comments, suggestions, or anything whatsoever, please do leave them down below in the comments. I am learning this game as I go, so if I do something stupid, please tell me. It's the best way for me to know I've done something stupid. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys next time.